Hi, my name is G.S. Davis, and I'm the author of the comic Tamerlane, which is a fan comic in the Star Trek universe. All rights are reserved to CBS and Paramount for Star Trek and everything like that. I don't imply getting involved in their copyright or anything like that. I'm just making a fan comic. Tamerlane was born in 2005 when a friend of mine had said, well, what about Star Trek The Rest of the Federation? There's got to be other ships. There's got to be other things. People not always saving the universe every page or every episode. And I thought, yeah, that's a great idea. So I thought, well, what if I took and flipped the captain around and gave us a female captain, and maybe she wasn't very much like Captain Kirk. She had some fight in her, but she was a very good tactician. And I gave her a couple of very strong female characters to support her because I like to draw female strong characters. And then I created By Her Reason Swayed as a test. So this is just a test to see if I could do this. I mean, could I really do a full-fledged episode of a comic? I mean, I don't even know if I could do this kind of thing. This is a lot of work. By Her Reason Swayed is about, it's a quote from Shakespeare, By His Reason Swayed, and so this is a Shakespearean quote. Here we see our diminutive captain. She's little and in her chair, and she's very small. And that was intentional. She is not an imposing character, but she's very sharp and smart. By this page, you're sort of catching on that we've got a Kobayashi Maru scenario here. But you don't know exactly what's going on. Everybody's got different insignia. If you look, they all come from different fan films I was fond of at the time. So yeah, we start to see her character when she says this is just another reason to blow up the bridge. She's snarky, so she's annoyed that there's going to be lots of explosions here. So we see they're going after the and this guy here, whatever his name is, he's just really not interested in or he's just really not impressed by her. She's not making him happy. And then we get to finally see Angie, our first officer, who's also snarky, but she doesn't want to get blown up, and she knows that's what's going to happen because that's what always happens at the Kobayashi Maru. The bridge blows up, so she's going to end up blown up, and she's really bitter. Well, there are the Klingon ships that always show up in the Kobayashi Maru scenario, and now, all of a sudden, she's going to ram them. Captain Cochrane is going to ram them. Why? We don't know. She's crazy. But now, all of a sudden, she has these things written on her arm. Yes, this is a direct homage to Mulan. I love Mulan. It's such a wonderful, wonderful movie. And so this is a direct homage to that. I ran out of color here. Just the pen stopped. No, I say that. It's a really hard thing to colorize this, so I stopped colorizing it about here. We get to see her say razzle dazzle and tap dance, which is one of the things she does, and then everything goes into plan, and they simply overloaded the computer. Now the simulation computer can no longer render the Klingon D7s anymore, and they disappear. Everybody's shocked, including Mr. I don't like you, you're doubtful or whatever. And before the simulator can be reset, Captain Cochrane gets everybody beamed off of the Kobayashi Maru, which is, yes, a DY-500, because that was what was happening at the time. So we go through this whole little thing here where she's being snarky and makes her commentary as well, and it's cute, it's fun, it's lighthearted. It's not a very heavy-hitting sort of thing just yet. And here we are with her getting chewed out by, of course, the Admiral in Starfleet, who we find out this entire episode is all about one important thing, which is they sent her into the simulators to test their new version of the Kobayashi Maru designed to stop the Admiral Kirks of this world. This was done, by the way, many years before the new movies came out, so she ends up acting like the Kirk in the new movies, which is kind of interesting. I thought that was kind of an interesting take on the people in the 2009 Star Trek movie to go. And then here, by this point in time, I was 16 pages in, and I was like, wow, actually going to pull this off. This is really amazing. So I actually started planning the next episode. So that's where you see here, she starts referring to her next episode, and she starts referring to the engineer it's about to beam aboard, and that engineer, of course, would be Commander Ward, who we're going to get in the next episode. So there we go. Then we're riding off into the proverbial sunset, or proverbial starset, if you will, and that pretty much concludes this first sort of behind the scenes-ish thing on Tamerlane. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I'll be here posting more later. Goodbye. Did you enjoy this video? Do you want to read more? Go see the comic at usstamerlane.com. Also, if you really want to help support me and my artist endeavors in this and other comics, please think to throw $1 my way at patreon.com/GSDavisArt. Thank you.